What's up everybody, Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today from Star Wars The Black Series, we are taking a look at RC-1140, also known as FIXER. This is the latest member of Delta Squad from the Star Wars Republic Commando video game to get an action figure in Black Series form. There's really not a whole lot of different stuff going on with this figure compared to the other ones, so this video is definitely going to be more of an overview as opposed to like an in-depth review, because this is a figure we've already seen 2 times in the past year, just painted slightly differently. So we'll go over what makes this figure look like FIXER, and then of course we'll show comparisons with the rest of the squad and other goodies like that. So let's jump into it real quick and take a look at the packaging. This is the Gaming Greats windowed box that we are pretty used to, but it looks great. We have a nice mural shot on the side here with Spider Droid in the background. I like that. We have a nice little bio for FIXER if you want to pause it and read it now. And we also have a more enlarged shot of the mural image here. He is the 13th figure in the Gaming Greats line. We also have a barcode on the bottom and a logo on the side here. Nothing else going on with the packaging. Business as usual. So let's go ahead and get this open and we'll take a look at the accessories. So just like the other Commandos, we don't get too much with this figure. We get the standard blaster rifle that they all use. This is in its normal mode without the sniper or grenade launcher attachments. It is just cast in a gray plastic this time. There are no paint apps on it. And we do get a semi-unique backpack for FIXER. He has his little bar thingy up here that we see. However, it is unpainted, although you can see the details are actually sculpted in it. And it is also painted green to reflect FIXER's color scheme. And here is FIXER out of the packaging, looking pretty dang awesome this time around. Like I mentioned earlier, at this point in the game, we all know what we're getting into with these Gaming Greats Republic Commando figures. They are definitely not inspired by the actual game itself. However, it does appear as we get more of these in hand that they are just simply Clone Wars versions of the Republic Commando squad. We do see them in a couple episodes, and even when you type in like FIXER Clone Wars, there is just a nice clean image that literally looks exactly like this figure. So it is kind of confusing that they put it in a Gaming Greats packaging when it's clearly based on the Clone Wars versions of the characters. But either way, I personally am happy to have these figures on the shelf and have some official representation of Delta Squad. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get them off the stand and we'll take a closer look at the slightly different details. And for FIXER, the only little bit of sculpting difference we have here is actually on the helmet. We get this little antenna piece that sticks out on the side. But otherwise, it is the exact same figure that we've seen previously. This uses the Hunter body, which is actually a great action figure. So that's also why I'm really not mad at these figures anymore, because as action figures, they are also pretty damn awesome and have some pretty fun articulation as well. You can see that nice metallic blue paint for the visor. Still looks great. I love the way that that actually turned out, and especially when you have some lights reflecting off of it. Oh, it looks so good. All the other paint apps are applied pretty cleanly as well. We get little bits of silver there for the mouth grill and around and to the back of the helmet. The figure, of course, also has plenty of green paint throughout to represent FIXER's green color scheme. We also have a little bit of green plastic as well, and the paint matchup actually looks pretty good. It's a little off. You can kind of tell between the torso and the legs, but it's really not too bad. And yeah, just moving down, of course, it is more of that Hunter body, but now in a FIXER color scheme. And yeah, I think it looks great, especially when you look at it from a Clone Wars angle. So yeah, I'm super satisfied to have another member of Delta Squad. And now we just need Scorch. The team is really coming together here. I think so far having these 3 together already looks extremely satisfying. I know once we get Scorch that just having a complete Delta Squad finally in Black Series form is going to be one of my favorite parts of my collection. Even if they are more Clone Wars inspired, I am still happy to have Delta Squad on the shelf, so that's what is most important to me. And just for comparison's sake, here is FIXER with an old 501st Clone Trooper and the 13th Battalion Clone Trooper, which is on the 2020 clone body. And so there you have it. There was a nice short and sweet review of the brand new Gaming Greats figure. Fixer is an essential figure for me as someone who's always loved the games. I've always wanted to have Delta Squad in Black Series form, and I think these look great and do a good job at representing the team on the shelf. They're just different enough from a normal clone trooper that mixing them in with the ranks still makes them stand out here. And just take a look at how awesome these three look posed up together. Once we get Scorch, I think every single complaint I ever had about these will probably be thrown out the window, because I'll be so satisfied with having Delta Squad complete in Black Series form. So yeah, at this point, we pretty much all know what we're getting into with these. You're either into them or you're not. So that's pretty much my review. I would personally recommend it. But again, I understand people not being 100% into these either. But for me, they do the job well. So if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. If you'd like to support us in a more direct manner, we do also offer a channel membership. For 99 cents a month, you do get a custom Clone Trooper name badge and custom emojis that you can use in our videos and on our live streams, which are every single Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Big thank you and special shout out to all of our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated. And thank you to everyone else out there for simply liking, watching, subscribing, all that good stuff, sharing these videos with your Star Wars figure loving friends. All of that helps out the channel tremendously. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement, and I will see you next time.